voice of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Do or die time as we say hello once again from Spillane Field, Wareham, and Harwich for the final time this season. Welcome on into the leadoff spot with Jack Hunter. I'm Aiden Blank. Good to be with you. And Jack, Wareham desperately needing a win to keep any playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, we're approaching the territory where you got to start doing some scoreboard watching to see whether the Gatemen have any life left. And the best way they can push that off and avoid it is win against the Harwich Mariners tonight. And Harwich is an interesting team. The season series has been interesting. Harwich got the 2 at White House Field. Wareham blew them out early in the year, but the Harwich roster looking a lot different than the last time they played.
The first start tonight from Chase Chapman. He'll make another appearance, but his first time starting. What are you looking for out of the St. Thomas product?
Yeah, and then for really all the Gatemen starters, it's be in the zone and try to avoid the middle of the plate. And I think for him, the biggest pitches he can work with are his slider and his curveball. He's got great breaking balls. So to be able to get in counts where he can use them as put-away pitches is going to be big tonight for Chase. And if you can get him into the 4th or the 5th inning as a guy that's previously been a reliever, I think that'd be a big win.
Let's hear what the skipper thinks. It's the Manager's Show with Amanda.
Back on the leadoff spot on the Manager's Show with Ryan Smyth. And Coach, last night's game against Orleans ended up being relatively close, a 10-6 loss. You scored 3 runs in the 9th inning. What can you take away from last night?
We're not giving up. That's for sure. They played hard till the very last out. We did put up some runs late, so there's no quit. So that was a good thing to take away from that.
That leads into my next question. Just at this point in the season, how do you keep motivations and spirits high? Do you need to, or are the guys still as motivated as they were before?
They should be motivated. It feels like they are. I mean, there hasn't been a game where feels like we just came into it and not a care in the world. These guys are here. They're here to compete. Our job is to coach them until the very last out of the season, and their job is to perform until the very last out of the season. Still a lot of scouts here looking at this, and I know those are those intangible questions that you get asked of, hey, when it wasn't going well, or at the end of the season, how are they still playing? And as a coaching staff, we can't say anything bad about them. These guys are coming to the ballpark to play every day.
Chase Chapman making his first start tonight. He's pitched in relief for a few times for you guys. What have you seen from his pitching? What do you like about it?
He worked quick. He throws a couple pitches for strikes. He's going to get on the mound and compete, and he's going to give us a few innings when we needed it right here.
And Byram Hunt last night went 2 for 4. That was his first game as a Gateman, I understand. I think that was his first day here on the Cape as well. What led you to bring him here?
I got a really close buddy of mine that I've coached before that he plays for, and he reached out. He had an unbelievable freshman year this year at school, so it was a no-brainer for us.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Back on the leadoff spot, taking a look at a couple of standings. And Jack, we've talked about the playoff scenarios in the West. Wareham needing a win. If they lose and Falmouth and Bourne both win, Wareham is officially eliminated from the playoffs. The East, a little bit of a different picture. A bunch of teams vying for those 2 through 5 seeds.
Yeah, and Orleans, Harwich, in the 2 and 3 spots, they really haven't shown the ability to try to catch YD this year. YD has been vulnerable at times, but they're starting to play better now. So it looks like YD could be the 1 seed. They've already clinched a playoff spot. And then Brewster is still 8 points ahead of Chatham, so they're looking good. But a late season run from the Anglers, who still have a lot of games left to play, could be beneficial.
Let's keep things rolling. Here's Amanda with Byram Hunt.
I'm joined now by Byram Hunt. And Byram, you played in your first game for the Gatemen last night, had 2 hits and 4 at-bats. What'd that feel like?
Man, it was a great experience. The level of competitiveness was just as high as it's ever been, as high as I've ever seen. And it was just a fun atmosphere overall. Orleans was a great place. And, it was just nothing beats it.
What were you thinking to yourself when you got up to that play for the first time playing in the Cape Cod Baseball League?
Honestly, I was just grateful to be there. It's just a great place to be. The best league in the country, amongst the best players in the country. There's nowhere better to be as a baseball player.
What's it mean to you to be out here, even though, you've just got a week left, but to be out here meeting all these guys, playing against this top competition?
Yeah, it's great. I feel like I'm already better after the first game. You're meeting all these great guys from around the country, even around the world. So it's just fun overall,
And what are you most excited about in this next week?
Next week, just meeting getting to know the guys better, the coaches, learning some new things, and hopefully prepare myself for next year.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I'm joined now by Dorian Gonzalez, and Dorian, as of right now, you're on a 5-game streak of reaching base, and last night you had 2 hits and a walk. So how are you feeling at the plate right now?
Well, I didn't even know those stats. That's definitely great. I'm just more like thinking trying to finish strong here. Just take it at bat by at bat, pitch by pitch, and just basically just trying to finish strong.
And you've been with the Gatemen for pretty much the majority of the season. Coming, I think, like June 16th was maybe your first game. So what's the experience been like for you being here for so long?
It's definitely great. It's definitely been an amazing opportunity to play against great talent. There's not a single day off. You know what I mean? Like, there's no weekday game where you face an arm that's like 85. Everyone's pretty legit. So it's been great, and I feel like I'm a better ball player for it.
And that leads right into my next question. Have you noticed any specific improvements in yourself as a ball player or as a person?
Specifically, I feel like I'm looking for my pitch more. Like, I'm not swinging at too many balls now. When I first got here, I wasn't in a groove. I feel like I've finally settled in, and I'm being selective.
Do you have any favorite memories that you've been able to create in your time out here?
Just the relationships that I've made. I can't really tell you anything specific, but just it's been nice to meet new guys and be with them for a whole summer. We've had a good group of guys.
All right, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.